Welcome to the Center for Sexual Health and Education. Today's topic is one that should be important to almost all women because it's the most common thing I discuss in a day, and that is bioidentical hormones. So let's first just dispel some of the myths and try and put things in perspective. Bioidentical hormones is really a marketing term that was developed, and it has been very successful in catching women's attention, but perhaps diverting them from their fear of estrogen therapy, which was accelerated back in 2002 with the Women's Health Initiative. Bioidentical hormones really just implies taking in 17-beta estradiol, which is what your ovaries made when they were working. So whether your ovaries were removed with surgery, or whether you're now in menopause, or whether you're approaching menopause, you have either no or fluctuating levels of 17-beta estradiol. So we're all in agreement that we like to dispense 17-beta estradiol. The question becomes, is it safer? Your body does not know where the estrogen came from. So if it came from a compounding pharmacy or whether it came from a patch that's on your skin, it all stimulates the tissue the same when we're talking about 17-beta estradiol or bioidentical estrogen. In fact, if you want to talk about safety, it's probably a bit safer to have an FDA-approved product, which is mandated to be the exact same dose every single time in every patch, gel, lotion, or product spray, as opposed to what the compounder will make, which is a recipe. And any of us who cook in the kitchen understand that the recipe changes each time just a little bit. So if we really want to split hairs on safety, perhaps it is safer to take an FDA-approved product, but we'll leave that there. I think it is safer to take your estrogen through your skin. There is data out of France called the Ester trials that state that if you take your estrogen through your skin, bypassing the liver, that it may reduce your risk of blood clots in your legs, or DVT, by about 85%. Which is equal to placebo. So I think that many of us are on board about the importance of transdermal estradiol as the way to go. There are other benefits, including not stimulating C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory marker of the heart. It may reduce triglycerides and may not affect the gallbladder the same. So there are several benefits that you can discuss with your doctor or with one of us. Suffice it to say, transdermal is the way to go. When you're picking a dose, you want the lowest effective dose. Do I need hormone levels to get me there? No. If I understand my FDA-approved product, I have lots of data telling me that with each dose I choose from the product, that I should get a serum estradiol level of X. So I don't need blood tests that may be expensive, nor saliva tests to tell me what this patient needs. I want to treat the patient. I don't want to treat a number. There is no doubt that taking estrogen improves vaginal dryness and hot flashes, and that is what they're indicated for. Women use their estrogen for other values, such as improving bone density and decreasing the senile atrophy of the skin, but you just have to look at the risk versus benefits ratio when you're looking at that. So when we talk about bioidentical estrogen, we're all talking about something that's derived from the wild yam. Now, the word synthetic is often thrown in there too and is really misleading. Everything is synthesized from an extract from the wild yam. So the only natural form of bioidentical hormones is chewing on the wild yam, and I'm not familiar with anyone doing that at this time. And I imagine you'd have to eat a lot of wild yam if it was edible to get the amounts that we need to have any kind of biologic effect. So synthetic is everything is synthesized, whether it's a bioidentical compounded product or whether it's a gel, lotion, or patch estradiol product on the market. Probably one of my biggest frustrations are that many of the articles on bioidenticals benefits are compared to Premarin. Premarin is not estradiol. In fact, it's 17 different estrogens placed together, and so you can't measure it. It's taken orally, so right there are reasons why that may be a wrong comparison. I'd like to see the studies that compare bioidentical compounded estrogen to Divigel or Vivel patch or Evamist spray or Estrazorb, which is a soy-based estradiol product. So that's a brief summary of bioidentical estradiol versus pharmaceutical estradiol. I hope that gives you a brief eye-opener of the discussion that you need to have with your practitioner. That said, for the appropriate women, I think we all agree that estradiol has some great benefits for women. With that, we'll end this discussion and carry on further at the Center for Sexual Health and Education, www.bestsexualadvice.com.